Well, Kaylee, you talk about the ECB. Christine Lagarde, having delivered that press conference right here at the ECB in Frankfurt, is now travelling to Paris, to Versailles, to meet with European leaders who are gathered there. The message I suspect that she will take is that we are going to need some sort of a fiscal response. But I wonder whether actually that fiscal response is top of mind for those leaders right now. According to the Prime Minister of Estonia, Russia has no diplomatic will to resolve the war in Ukraine right now. So I suspect that's firmly the focus. He is calling for more action from the West, more action from Europe. He spoke with Bloomberg's Maria Tadeo.
I think we have to give hope to Ukraine and some really clear political signal that they are part of the European family and they have a way to Europe, because they are literally fighting for Europe right now. So this is we need to give them some kind of message.
She, not he. Right, Maria Tadeo joins us now from Versailles in France, where EU leaders, as I say, are meeting to talk about the war. Maria, that was a fairly bleak message. Let's talk about what we're going to hear from EU leaders. Clearly, they are focused on how to resolve this war. They're figuring out how to deal with the implications of this war. Talk us through the agenda. What are they going to be discussing?
Well, Guy, of course, this is just about Ukraine. This is a summit that essentially hinges around the crisis in Ukraine, particularly after this meeting that we had this morning between the Russian foreign minister and the Ukrainian foreign minister. Guy, I watched that press conference, and watching Sergei Lavrov, it was like watching a man who really did not see what's happening in the country for 2 weeks and was almost acting like nothing is going on in Ukraine. You know, he said this is not a war. They continue to say it's a special military operation. He talks about, quote, liberating territories of Ukraine. Now the Russians are floating based on information that they say they have gathered in these liberated territories, allegedly, is information about biological weapons between the United States and Ukraine. So this is a Russia that clearly is operating like a war is not happening. But this also could have been a pre-recorded speech 2 weeks before the war. Not a lot has changed in the talking points of this country. Of course, when you hit that wall, the question is, what can European leaders do? We haven't seen from Vladimir Putin. He's not really been engaging in a meaningful way. And again, the Ukrainians continue to say, we can talk about a number of things, but we're not going to surrender and we're not going to give in to the capitulation that the Russians are hoping for. So at this point, Guy, if you ask me, is there a diplomatic solution to this? I frankly don't see one for the time being.